Good evening, Mr. Hazelwood.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
You've definitely outdone me. Look at you, man. You've got tinsel on, hats on.
Hey, there's lights in this tinsel.
That is impressive.
I can put it up here. It might be able to illuminate my face before I.
Are you actually about to electrify yourself live on YouTube? Are you into smoke, or is it battery? Ah, that's okay. We'll be all right.
So how are
you doing?
Let me turn the light on. Is that better?
Yes, it will be in a minute. Now, when the camera's worked out what's going on. I'm good, very good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Yeah, apart from the obvious kind of tier 4 locked in again.
Yes, locked in, lockdown. Someone popped that on the side actually very early on. I don't know whether I can't scroll to find that comment, but it was locked in, locked down in tier 4 or something like that. It was quite amusing.
Yeah, bloody awesome. But what are you drinking?
I am drinking red wine, and it is a Malbec for a change.
And I have a Malbec too.
Look at that! Oh, that's the same. It's the same shit.
The Merry Malbec.
I don't know. Mine doesn't say Merry Malbec, but I'm sure it's the same bottle, isn't it?
Is it a Trevento Argentina?
Yes.
We have the same wine, but mine's a Merry Christmas Malbec.
Well, you've outdone me again on the whole Christmas theme. I've just got the bog standard 2019 Reserve.
But how random is that? We didn't actually do that on purpose.
That is actually quite random. Cheers.
Well, cheers.
How are the stalkless glasses going?
The stalkless glass? Oh, these.
Mm.
Yeah, I think for a red wine, they do well because obviously you're holding the glass.
Yes.
Maybe if we were drinking white and stuff, it might get a bit warm, but for the red, it works quite well. It's deceiving. You can get quite a lot in here.
That's bad news because then you think, well, I'm just having a glass, and then you look at the bottle and half of it's gone, and you think, could be a long night.
Candle as well now.
Don't start drinking that one because that also looks like a stalkless
orange spice. I thought that would suit us quite well.
I had a candle going as well. That's quite worrying, isn't it?
It is very worrying. I've just blown it out. I don't know why I blew it out. Now it's not going to smell nice.
I blew mine out because it was on the floor because I've commandeered this little table thing to try and do this, and I was worried that Teddy might catch fire to himself as he's roaming around the heat. I tell you what, I can't outdo you, but Teddy can outdo you.
Oh, has he got a Christmas jumper?
He has.
Oh,
I'm going to try and get him. Teddy, sorry, mate. I know you were asleep. Go on. Don't bite me. Don't show me up in front of 10 people.
No, isn't he the cutest? Looks like he's got an afro going on.
He has, look. We've even got a reindeer on the back.
Oh,
and knitted by Nanny.
Yeah, you've won, Ted. You've won that one, mate.
You can go back to sleep now, mate. Try not to bark. Yeah, so, well, marvellous. Should we do some slightly late Leroy shout-outs on the side? Have we got some people watching? What's going on?
Yeah, we've got a good amount of people watching already. I'm just getting the lights off me before I'm kind of no point in having them at the moment. I tried to make it Christmassy behind the door, but it kind of just whatever.
I think
if I went into my living room, I'm afraid the internet would probably be rubbish. So
I've got sparkly shoes on. If that counts towards Christmas fest.
Yeah, although you always have sparkly shoes on.
That is true. Every day's Christmas.
So let's rock out with our Santa cock out and say Ivan Bingham says hi boys. Hi mate. Yayan is online early. Says evening Yayan. Simon Lee is your already locked on tier 4 lockdown.
Look at that. Perfect.
Nick Simerson, someone said prizes, so he is online straight away, obviously.
I like it.
Luke Hobson says, howdy, Nobby Lemoyne, or Moin. Says, evening, chaps. Matthew Stenhouse, evening, guys. Evening to Matthew, Caden, and Vicky. Craig Homer, evening, guys. Quite enjoying being in tier 4. Let's face it, it's the only way I'm getting to the highest level. Yep. Kev Brunson says, good evening from Kev, Claire, and Elise. Good evening, you lot. Chewy Gaming, evening all. Merry Christmas to everyone. Yaz is online, says evening. Leo Morel says it's quiz time. Mm-hmm. Sarah Campbell says Go.
You go.
Sarah Campbell says evening from Sarah and Craig. So evening to the both of you. Barry Abbott says, anyone else pleased to see Perez go to Red? Oh, he's into the F1 stuff already.
Very, very pleased. Personally, very pleased. Yes.
Yeah, me too. I think he deserves the 1 year shot he's going to get. Basically.
Exactly. It's crap or get off the pot time, isn't it? At the end of the day, we can all see now whether he really is as good as he might be, or whether he's just good.
And whether Verstappen is as good as he seems to be, and if a teammate can keep up with him.
Yes.
Leo Morel says, yes, Barry. We'll see how good he is now. Exactly. There we go. Paul Williams says, evening, guys. Hope you're well. Barry is still talking about F1. Luke Hobson says, oh, we're all going into F1 now. Perez will get his doors blown off on a weekly basis. Yeah, but he'll hoover up 4th place all day long.
Exactly. And when Max is busy throwing it in the wall because he's had a tantrum, he'll
yeah. Johnny Roberts says, hey. Quake says, evening, fellas. Liam Morel says, yes, Luke. Oh, it's F1 again. Barn Willy Boy is online. He says, oi, oi, or oh, ho, 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 ho. I don't know. But I think that's what he was going for, but his spelling wasn't great. Arvinda says, evening, Arvinda. Marcus Butler says, good evening. Winston Barnett says, what's everyone drinking? Nobel Moyne says, Merry Christmas. Charlie Lock RC, he says, Jesus, what have I just logged on to?
Exactly.
Well, maybe Jesus, if you're lucky.
Exactly.
Jason Meredith says, evening, guys. Merry Christmas to you. Chris James says, buenas nachos, mes amigos, suitably festive and badly spelled.
Perfect.
Johnny Roberts, hope you're both well. Merry Christmas to you and Ever Reads. Charlie Lock says, evening. Liam Morel, Derek McCloskey says, evening. Lyndon Hammer says, hi, guys. Hope all is well. And they're from Plymouth. John Glasbrook says, hello, dear. Hold on, I'm still going. Leon Morel is in the house. Yes, he is. A nice person to see online is Robert Gustafsson. He says he wants to see you go vodka.
I don't think I can do that anymore, mate.
But it's good to see him online nonetheless. He can go.
We should actually one time have him as a special guest, and we'll do a shot drinking contest live and watch us fall over and Rob take the crown.
Yeah, he'll just walk away like he's not even drunk anything.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, losers.
I reckon I could drink water all night and I'll still be more pissed.
Yeah.
Sniper says, evening all. Merry Crimbo. Scott Follins says, good evening. And Jonesy Crime is online. He says, Merry Christmas, guys. And he has a rather large glass of red to hand, and so do we. And we have the bottle, and I'm sure Mark does too.
Yes.
Merry Christmas to the whole family as well. Neil Thompson says, Merry Christmas. Sean Berryman says, Merry Christmas. Ben Kennett says, evening. Lee Maggs says, Happy Christmas. It's just lots of people online, and everyone's happy tonight.
Good.
Stephen Lockley says, evening, guys, from Zach and family. Lee Talbot says, hi. STST says, are you putting a roof on the track? We'll talk about that shortly. Matthew Bargo says, good evening from Illinois, USA.
Good evening.
Michael Shorey is online. He's watching live. Tim Simpson is online. Freddie Russell, who only just signed up for an account 10 minutes ago, is online.
What a hero.
And Freddie, go subscribe. Phil Truman.
I tell you what. Oh, you're not there yet. Go on then. You must be near the end now. Go on.
Oh, I'm getting there. Phil Truman says, good evening. Merry Christmas to one and all. Good evening to Phil. Ivan Bingham says, have you seen the MP10? Sean Smith says hello. And Martin Walters says, evening. Mike Hunt says, evening. I think I've caught up for now.
So I've just logged on to see, because obviously we're going to do a quiz tonight. This could go horrifically wrong. This is the first time I've tried to do it, or it could be a lot of fun. Hopefully it's going to be a lot of fun. And I was going to say, as a surprise, if we could get past 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, then we'll get really generous with our main prize at the end of the questions. We've got 10 questions lined up. On the 11th one, I was hoping to be able to G everybody up to get on there and subscribe to us on the YouTube channel to get us over 1,000 subscribers. But I've just logged on and we've jumped up past that just now already somehow. So thank you very much to everybody. I think that's awesome. So there's going to be a very, very good prize at the end of this on our little competitions. It's going to be fun.
And we didn't even have to plug the prize before we got there.
No, but still, go on there and subscribe to us. That would be absolutely awesome. It just helps us keep trying to do these things. They're a bit of a laugh. We've enjoyed doing them, and hopefully, this year we're going to keep doing them into the new year, and even more stuff. I think really, it's been good fun. I've enjoyed it, and we're going to be able to be at some races hopefully. So the plan was always to do some blogs and stuff from the races live after qualifying and finals and stuff like that. Get a bit of the atmosphere of what goes on at some of these races for some of the guys that can't attend nationals, and even like the Montpellier GP and stuff like that. I think it'd be really cool to properly get behind it and try and bring it up a bit of a level as to the coverage that's going on. So yeah,
100%. 100%. It would
good
be awesome.
stuff.
Although, John, I reckon you should say, because we've got like up to 90 people watching live already, that we should have 40 likes on the thumbs up before you do the big prize.
Or the thumbs down.
Or the thumbs down. We've got 16 already.
Which is
so
what, on the thumbs down?
No, on the thumbs up.
That was the 16 thumbs down was just for my hairy chest that is outrageously.
Just wax it, mate.
I quite like it. I've got to have hair somewhere.
So yeah, if we can get up to 40 thumbs up on the side, we'll do the big prize, and we've got until the end of the quiz to do it.
Perfect. Awesome. So before we jump onto the quiz, is there any actual RC news that you know of during this last week, apart from the fact that people can go anywhere?
I actually don't know of much. Do you?
No, not really. No, we've been busy with stuff, but in terms of races and things like that, there's been, not
I mean, some people raced obviously on Sunday. Endor still ran because up north is still tier 3-ish. So I know Ben Simpson was there, did very well. Charlie Locke was going to be there until he got chucked in tier 4. So yeah, that's it. That's all I know, really.
Ben did very well, actually. He was in the A final again, wasn't he? So exciting junior, like we know. I
was going to go and do some temp scout, but got lumbered into tier 4. So we went from almost being tier 1, like we said, like us last week, to going into tier 3 to tier 4.
Yeah, that's an epic rise, I have to say.
It is.
Congratulations.
Absolutely amazing rise. We have, in West Berkshire, we have right now 240 cases and a 41,000 population, and we're in tier 4.
Well done.
Awesome.
That's a lot of dedication taken to achieve that, I think.
Yeah. So anyway, we're at home again, and I couldn't go racing, so I was gutted.
Yeah, it's a sad state of affairs, but we'll get there. So let's get on to the quiz then. That's why we've managed to get some people on. I see we're nudging nearly 100, which is, well, it might be to see you and I, but I doubt it very much. I think it's for a quiz for some screws. We
can't go on the quiz because you made me go and get something out of your closet.
Yes, excuse me. Closet feature. What is in Leroy's closet this week?
So I didn't know whether to do a closet, but John said I'd had to do it because everyone enjoys being in my closet or me coming out.
We're all waiting for the big thing to come out, Leroy. That's what it is.
Well, it is a big thing today.
Okay. That is what she said. Can't help it. Yeah, exactly.
Are you ready for this?
Have you had a chair upgrade?
No, this is my standard chair.
Is it? It just looks nicer tonight. Good Lord, look at that beastie.
Look at that.
That is a creation, I think.
It is a bit of a creation, you're right. Can you remember it?
I do. But not massively with the details because that's not my strongest point. But was it oh my Lord. Was it a wow. It's been substantially lengthened by the look of that.
Well. So this is my 2010 TRF 801 Truggy for the year that I ran the Tamiya 8 scales for. And when we first got the Truggy, I mean, I was with Delhi then, remember Delhi? And we first got the Truggy and basically understeered everywhere because it was like like Truggies had just moved everything forward.
Yeah.
So it basically had like buggy chassis and then they just added bits on the rear to make it a truck. But the Tamiya hadn't been done like that. It had been built like a Truggy, so like the whole thing was spread. So basically, it just understeered everywhere, especially when the other cars were out and they steered more.
Right. Okay.
So we looked at it, and we were going to New Le Mans to race, and we thought, well, it doesn't steer, so let's try and make something. So we took a buggy, we cut the back of the buggy off, we cut the back of the Truggy off, and screwed it together. And there she is.
And did it work?
Oh, mate, it was so good. So I went to New Le Mans, obviously, still kind of early in my 8 scale life. And I think I qualified second and finished second with a Truggy. And I think Yannick won and Jerome was third.
Yeah, that's pretty good, especially around there.
Yeah, so with a car, we completely made ourselves. I mean, Delhi just hacked it together in a garage. Even the drive shaft, obviously, we had nothing of length. So it got cut and then a collet just screwed to 2 drive shafts together.
Good Lord.
And she rocked, mate. She actually rocked. It was awesome. But yeah, that's the truggy. Thought that would be kind of cool to throw out before we did our quiz.
Yeah, very cool, very cool. I like it.
And Tamiya is one of the only companies that made a truggy before a buggy. So the truggy was like their main thing, and then they made a buggy after.
Is that because, from my memory, it was Tamiya USA that were the driving force behind that? And I think at the time, the truck class in the States, well, it is in big portions of it now. It still is. It's so big, isn't it? 8-scale truck. They do have a truck over there. So I guess that was probably where they were aiming their thoughts on that.
They do, and their driver at the time was someone we know very well who loves racing trucks, which was Ryan Lutz.
Exactly, and he's pretty handy with a truck. It tends to suit his style, doesn't it? So yeah, all makes sense. Very good closet feature, mate. So let's move on to our quiz.
So we got 40 thumbs up, by the way. So the big prize is going.
Boom.
So quiz. Let me do the quiz. Is everyone ready? So what we're going to do for the quiz, the only way to make it fair is that we ask a question. The first person to give us the correct answer in the comments wins the prize. We'll show you the prize before each one. Obviously, we're starting kind of small with the prizes, and then we'll have a massive one at the end, like every good movie. And so
crescendo. I think the word is crescendo.
So I'm on my laptop, so it's a bit tight.
So the first prize, then you've got the question ready. I haven't got the prize ready, but I have what the prize is ready. So this is a slightly lame one, but it will get us going. So this is for a Nemo Racing COVID face mask. It gets better. Trust me.
It does. To be honest, I use my Nemo Racing face mask all the time.
Me too. I've had about 300 different versions, and I actually really like it because it doesn't feel like you're massively wearing anything. Especially if you take the valve out, but don't.
And you can wash it.
And you can wash it.
So there you go. So is everyone ready?
Yes.
Give us a thumbs up if you're ready. No, don't really. So this one's just a quick one to get started, and it's something that got put on our Facebook post this week, so you should know. Please, the first person to give us the part number for the rear underdrive set for the Agama A319.
Ooh.
Part numbers for both parts, the pinion and the main gear. Go.
I've nearly run out of wine, which is worrying, isn't it?
That is a slightly worrying.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to start a new note so that we can actually write down who's first, because otherwise we're going to forget. And then we'll contact you after the show and get details to get it sent out to you.
Tom says IFW34. No, that's not it.
Good Lord, I just spelt prizes wrong. That's worrying, isn't it?
Quake says 8911. You could be half right, but I need the full answer, I'm afraid, chaps. Oof. Johnny Roberts says not on Facebook. Well, you better get on our website and start messaging.
That's it. Exactly.
Guys, you're only getting half of the answer. I thought this was going to be so easy. All you got to do is Google it.
Exactly. It's there. It's coming in. Glazer says we're having a laugh. We're always having a laugh.
We could be. Still, no one's given me both part numbers.
Oh, Talbot's in there though with an 8837, and Johnny Roberts is there. Johnny's unless you've seen something else.
No, Johnny's the one.
Look at that. You are the new owner of a used face mask.
There you go.
I'm just putting it down. Yes, exactly. Okay, so question number 2. This is for a set of beta locking wheel nuts, which are actually fantastic. They are genuinely fantastic.
That's a very good prize early on, I would say.
I would agree.
Yeah, they're awesome. They're probably the best wheel nuts I've ever used.
Look at that. That is high praise indeed. Fact. There we go.
Although, if you do have a heavy-handed ape like Leon as your mechanic, don't ever think you're getting them off in a hurry.
No. The tyres come with the car when it's sold.
Yeah, because they wrench on there, and man, they're hard work to get off sometimes. But you'd rather it that way around. So, question 2. This one, I mean, you can Google it, you can not, but I need the full name. There's a first name and a surname. I want both, please. You can't just throw one name out there. Which driver won the 2010 IFMAR Worlds? Go.
We need to get like a little clock thing.
We do. Did it.
That's the one. I'm worried. Glazer says he has a question for both of us. Johnny boy, hold that thought. We'll come back to your question
Yeah, John, you haven't quite worked out what a quiz is yet, mate. We got to ask the questions. This is taking a little
Quake's
longer
there.
than expected.
No, he's not there. What are we talking about now? What was the question?
Arvinder is your winner. Arvinder, in my screen.
Well, we'll go with your screen. I think Quake put the part number, which was fantastic. But we were that's for the wheel nuts itself. And Tom's RC Blast said myself. So thank you very much. I don't think I was winning very much at that race. Only the bar. We won that one, DQ'd it, and got the trophy and everything. So who was the first on your side? I've got on my side. It's showing Max McDonald at 10 to 9 with Cody King.
See, I have Arvinder first on mine with Cody King.
I tell you what,
we have to have an adjudicated. You can be the one that has authority.
I think we'll send a set. We'll send a set to both. How about that?
Okay, but from now on, we'll treat your computer as the main judge.
Which it should be, to be fair, because it's coming in live onto the back end of it. So yeah. I think okay. So we've got Max and Arvinder. Okay.
Congratulations, guys.
Yeah, very good, very good.
Chewy Gaming, you are right, but we do not talk about touring car on this show because he put Mark Reinhardt, who did win in 2010, but
did he?
We're not a touring car live, I'm afraid, pal.
Well done, Mark.
I'm sure there was loads of other 12 scale winners and stuff too, but if we're talking, it's 10th or 8th off road.
Okay.
So next prize.
Ooh, blimey! There's some pretty good prizes on here. I think we should go with. We'll go for the NMR hat. Whether you want it to be a beanie hat or a baseball cap, your choice of Nemo hat.
I'll tell you what we'll do, just so we don't whiz through this too quickly. We should talk a little bit about each answer, because 2010 Worlds, we were both there.
We were. In fact, it was really instrumental for Nemo and some of the things that we do, because it was where we first agreed with OS that they would actually OEM an engine for us under the Bullet brand. And that's something that I'd been trying to do with them for probably 4 or 5 years, because I raced for them as a factory driver at the time. And we did like a limited edition recab engine, which was an engine tuner of OS at the time. We did like a JH version of that, but I really wanted to get to the source and do something with OS. And at the time, they'd never OEM'd for anybody at all in the history of OS, of 60 odd years, whatever it might be. And just always met with you're a nice chap, but you race our engines and we're not interested kind of thing. And apparently in Japan, they have a ruling where you can't be president of a company forever. After a period of time, it has to change and somebody new comes in. And that coincided in 2010 in somebody new coming into OS to be their president, and had a change of their policy and decided that OEMing, making engines for people, would be something they'd entertain and look at. And so we were the very first people to have something OEM'd by OS. And that happened at that World. So yeah, my eye was definitely already well off the ball of trying to race the toy car around the track and into Nemo racing life, because we were actually there with a Agama car as well at the time. I know it was a crazy race for yourself with Liz, your wife. You had lots of drama going on, didn't you, unfortunately, and hospitals and all sorts of stuff. So it was a busy Worlds for a lot of people on different levels. So yeah.
I mean, for your Worlds,
it was an important one for us.
For me, it was
yours not.
2 weeks in a hospital with my wife, who'd collapsed with dengue fever, and staying in a hospital on a sofa bed the night before my final, which was awesome. And then going to the track, racing, and then going back to the hotel, the hospital.
I was going to say, do your final. Just see if you're dedicated or not. Did you leave your dying wife to go to the track?
Yeah, of course I did.
Sorry,
and
good job, Leroy.
And we had to stay out there an extra week and hope that she survived, which she did, and then we got to fly home.
I can remember at the time, I didn't know you very well at all at that point, and just sort of hearing of that story develop was just like, wow, that's mind blowing. You go somewhere to race a toy car and you don't think you're going to end up in those sort of situations.
No,
luckily that doesn't happen. Any dads watching that are thinking about whether this is a good thing for their kids to do or not.
Don't honeymoon before the Worlds. That's what I'd say.
Yes, agreed. Honeymoon, yes, after the Worlds.
Yeah.
Good shout. So, question 3.
Yeah, hold on. I've lost my notes. There they are.
Uh-oh.
Did it?
This
No,
is for a hat. Whichever hat you would like, whether it be a beanie or a flat cap or a whatever.
Yep, and it's cool as F. Mark Jones just messaged me, by the way, saying that he was first on his screen. Mrs. Jones got it right about Cody King, and she really wants my nuts.
Excuse me. I think I burped. Good
Lord. Right, cool. I was just looking down the list, make sure everything was okay. Here we go. So, first one to get it right wins the hat, LMR hat or beanie, or even a Nemo hat or beanie if you prefer. How many national championships do Lee Martin and John Hazelwood have combined? Take my national championships.
0. Did I get right? Did I get it?
Yeah, close. Yeah. Take John's national championships, add them together with a simple little bit of maths. Give us an answer.
Just have a guess, guys.
Leon, nope. You are not even close. Nope.
John Glasbrook, can you say his name in sign language? Is that Cody King, Johnny? Is that who you're talking about there? Oh, there's some good numbers coming in at the side here. Thick and fast.
Yeah, all from Johnny. Just going bum, 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 bum.
Well, that would be the way, wouldn't it? Just go through the numerical keyboard.
Yeah.
Oh, Johnny's got it.
We got a winner.
We have a winner. We had all sorts of suggestions on there, ranging from 12, 7, 14, 5, 7, 8, 14, 13. And then Johnny was on form then, 21, 14.
Johnny's
50.
still on form.
Still going. You got it right at 16, Mr. Roberts. So
16.
Congratulations. You've won a hat.
You have won a hat. So 16 national championships.
And I actually think that is quite apt because there's no one that's going to make a hat on backwards look better than Johnny when he's got his beats playing in the Nemo tent. You haven't been a party to that yet because he was on the missing list for a few years, but he was.
Say that. Johnny did write for Mugen for a while when I was managing that team.
There we go then. I'll be quiet. You know it already. You know the beats are coming.
Yeah, Johnny's legend, and you know he's going to wear some fresh trainers with that hat.
And I think we should send one to Lyndon as well, actually, because he thought 32, and that would be epic. So I think that Lyndon should get a hat just because we could have won 32 championships between us.
If it was me and Neil Craig, we would have been up to 32. Ish. Yeah. No, it would have been higher than 32.
Fortunately, your counterpart was myself here and not Neil Craig. So I've held the numbers back a little bit on this one, unfortunately. But yeah,
when I was trying to think of questions, Liz actually said, "Why don't you do you and Neil on how many national championships?" And I was like, "That's a good idea. But I'm going to do me and John. Obviously, it's more apt." So yes, well done, chaps. Well done, chaps. Well done, Johnny, for just smashing numbers onto his phone.
Did it. We got it. But it doesn't matter how you get there. You just got to get there, haven't you, at the end of the day? Doesn't
matter how you finish, as long as you finish.
Johnny's got 2 prizes. Should we have a clause where if you've got 3 prizes, then we want to share them out? So don't peak too early, Johnny. We've got some big prizes or better prizes coming up.
Yeah, because we're just going to start ignoring you. It does get a little harder. Some of them are quite easy, as you'd hope, because I want everyone to get involved and know answers. But some of them do get a little bit harder.
So, next one. Beta wing, white or black, whichever persuasion you'd like to mount. A black or white beta wing, which is fantastic on any car. It will give you more rear end.
It will. It's an awesome wing. Again, just one of them fantastic products that come out of Nemo Racing.
Boom.
Johnny is being quite generous down the side. Have you seen?
Give the hat to somebody else. Is that in a throw it on the floor and you're walking out the room, Johnny, or is that in a have somebody else have the hat? That's fine.
He wants to give it.
I don't think anybody else got the question right.
No.
Let me check. Oh no.
Claire got it right.
99. Tom's RC Blah thought 99. That's good. Well, then Claire should have the hat. Let's do it. Claire.
Yeah, well done, Johnny.
Johnny's a ledge, isn't he?
He is a ledge. We love that guy. Although, Johnny, I don't have my my extra powerful plug router thing that you were going to send yet. Just so you know. Because when I was having internet problems doing the live build, Johnny said he'd sort me out and send me this router booster plug thing for the house. And he sent me a picture of it, but it hasn't arrived at my house yet. So once it does, we can start doing more builds.
We need to give him an LMR product in return as a thank
well, he just won a hat. He threw it away.
Perhaps he doesn't like the hat.
No, that's it. I'll sort him something very nice out, of course.
Perfect. I like it. So, question number 4 then for the beta wing. What have we got?
Question number 4. So, we have a picture to go on, don't we? This.
Oh, which one do you like? Is it picture?
You've got the list,
haven't you? Picture or track picture?
You've got the list of questions.
Do I? Did you send them to me?
Yeah, I emailed them to you.
Oh, that's why I've not seen it, probably.
Sorry, I thought I'd be pro and do an email.
That is good. Okay, so okay, that one I actually haven't got because I haven't seen it.
Okay,
go with the next one.
I can do that.
Is this the race and year of this photo?
Yeah, that's the one. I can just like bring it up on my computer and flash my phone at it if you want.
Do it. Let's try that.
Just give me 2 seconds to find it. So this is a picture, and it will be the first person to answer with the country of the event and what event it was. No, country of the event, what event it was, and the year. That makes sense, doesn't it?
And demanding for a what are we on for now? A wing.
A wing. Well, we got to push these guys because we can't have just key smashes.
Your email's just arrived. That's handy. Thank you.
Okay, that's good. We're almost there.
People in suspense of this picture, Leroy.
Sorry, I hope it's good.
So do I.
Right. All right, I'm going to just turn my phone around and look at it. You ready?
Yeah. Born ready. Like we said. Whoa. Oh, you see, I had that picture. I just didn't know that's when it was from.
Oh, there you go. I just didn't send you a random picture. I don't know how long to leave it here, to be honest. Well, now I'm looking at that. I can't see any comments.
You can move it off now because I've got it actually as a picture.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Look at that. And hopefully, I don't know how far behind our stream is this time. Hopefully, you've got that on the side and you can see it already.
So Winnie Barnett says Reims 2009. No, that was not it.
It's a good shout. I think the year might be wrong, but there was a couple of very, very wet races and Euros and things at Reims.
So Reims was the warm-up where it was rained off.
There we go.
England 2009. No, it wasn't. Finland. No, it was not. Austria 2009. Nope, sorry. Taunton 96. No, I wasn't even racing in Taunton 96. That's a 10th electric. Yeah, it is. England every weekend from Barry Abbott. That's pretty close.
Yeah, that is true.
Southport National. No. Remember I said country and year and event if you can manage it. Hearts last week. Yeah, pretty much. My car thought it was Hearts last week. Worlds Florida 2006.
I'll be back while you're trying to find that. Oh, look, check this out, look.
Look at you. Is that your stocking?
No, it's a seat cover.
Oh, I've got a winner on my end.
Santa Claus. I'll be back. 1 second.
Okay. Well, I've got a winner on my end anyway, and hopefully John's computer lines up the same. So, yes. You got to verify.
I'm back.
So the event was 2007 Worlds in Japan.
Wow.
It's my car, my B4, smashing through the water. Who's your winner?
Was it? I'm just going. The first one I've seen that's correct here is Derek McCluskey, but I'm just scrolling up to see if there's somebody.
That's the same I got.
Yeah. Well done,
Derek
McCluskey.
You are the winner of the Beta Wing. So yeah, Worlds 2007. It was. So that car got cleaned after that, obviously, and then went on to make my first ever Worlds A final.
That's fantastic. Same car.
Same car. Went on. It, qualified 6th on the grid. Just one spot behind Masami, of all people, in Japan. Yeah, who's that guy? I've actually got some cool pictures of that race. I can find it now quick. So well, I haven't got the cool pictures. Upal, may he rest in peace, has got some wicked pictures. He came actually with me. We travelled together to the race, and he has a wicked picture on finals day, which I'm just getting to, of myself going round with 2 legends behind me at the time, which was Masami and Cavalieri. And there's this young punk in 2007 called Lee Martin, who
he's just an old punk now.
He's still a punk now. Yeah, this is a cool one. There's me like trying to wheelie down the straight with Masami and Cavalieri in tow.
That's pretty cool. I'll give you that.
Yeah, so yeah, it was cool then, and yeah, that kind of pushed me again on my way to being all right at racing, I guess.
To stardom. Yes, exactly. So we're on to question number 5.
Question number 5.
This could be for a of your choice size Nemo t-shirt.
Of your choice size. So you can ask this question if you want, John, because it is more relevant to you, really.
Let me bring up your email. What was the first Agama car called?
I guess I got the answer right.
You did actually. I'm impressed.
Just pulling that one out of the old memory.
Yes.
Now we just wait for the catch up of people, because obviously our small delay and they're firing all the answers, I'm sure. So there's lots of correct answers coming in.
There is.
I love the way Johnny Skidmore, although he got the answer wrong, he really wanted that t-shirt, I can tell.
What did he put it as?
FR Cup.
That's a good shout, and that I mean Johnny would have raced one of those, I think.
But was it the first car?
No, it was not. It was the basis of the first car, but that was the one to celebrate the fact that we'd started winning stuff with Jerome in France. So the FR Cup is, well, the French Cup is something that happens in France after their nationals, and it's held in like really high regard, because I think you have to qualify through it by winning in your regions. The regions in France and are like super strong. There's like 30 regions or something crazy like that. So the Coupe de France is a very prestigious thing to win, and we won it with Jerome. So we launched the A8 version, FR Cup, which came with all the little small things that he ran. So some option parts and bits and pieces like that. And we did a little special sticker sheet for it and a few bits and pieces. It was cool. So A8 is the correct answer. And my first one on my chat down the side was Mr. Arvinder again. And we had a lot of right ones, but Ben Kennett was right, Yaz was right, Barry Albert was right, Johnny was nearly right, Charlie Locke was definitely right.
Was quite far down on my list.
Really? Okay, yeah. So it popped in first on mine. So we're going to go with that because we've got to have something to work with. Yep. So Mr. Arvinder he's going to be looking. He's going to be looking fly. He's got some beta wheel nuts and a t-shirt.
Oh mate, he's going to be looking good.
I'm not sure. I might be completely wrong, but I can't actually remember seeing Arvinder in any form of team clothing of any sort of any of the cars that Arvinder's driven. So that's going to be cool to see him in an NR t-shirt. God, it's easy for me to say.
Oh, he's definitely got to wear it.
I think he'd probably send one to Johnny just because he had a go at entering, and I think that deserves a t-shirt as well. So we'll send Johnny. Johnny needs it in like triple XL because he likes he's down with the down. He needs it like street.
Oh, I know.
So four XL.
He schooled me about it.
Tighten your dad that, Johnny. 4XL.
When we're on our way to EOS, he was like, the seam for your shoulder has to be down your arm or something. I was like,
exactly. There we go. I'd forgotten we'd had that discussion, but yeah. But mine needs to be there. Johnny's needs to be.
It's got to be down here somewhere. And then your pants or your trousers got to be below your pants, isn't they?
I think that might have passed that fashion statement.
I saw someone walk down the street with it today.
Did you pull his trousers down? Because you should have done.
No, they're already done.
Oh, well, we just pull him all the way down and smack his ass and say, "Don't do that. It's disgraceful."
I thought that whole thing was over and done with, but no, when I saw it, I was like, "What's going on?"
Perhaps he didn't know.
No, I think he didn't. I think
He's been in lockdown that long. So, Arvinder. Okay, perfect. So, question number 6.
Did you want to talk about A8 at all? Or are you happy with just the FR Cup bit?
The A8 was, well, yeah, it's lovely, I suppose, really. It started Nemo off, and I think we've covered bits of this before, but my pro racing career was coming to an end quite quickly because I wasn't any good anymore at the very top end of it. And my other business was taking off really well, and it just seemed crazy that I was going racing at weekends, because my main business was also very, very busy at weekends, and we were expanding fast with that. And I don't know, it just didn't feel comfortable that I was leaving that to then go and race just for my own interest, really. So I had a long think about it, whether just to stop completely, or what to do. And RC was something that was very close to me. I thought, well, why don't I find a reason to actually be here in this cold field, wet field, rather than just for myself. If I could try and find a way to make it into a business, then I could justify not being at the main one, basically. And that is the premise of Nemo. And at that time, Agama were just about to launch a car. Danny Vega was a very, very good driver in Spain, very well known, very famous, that was doing some of the development work of it. And so we looked at it at Euros with him, spoke to him about the factory and what they were like to work with. And he said they were incredible people, small family, which also, always appeals to me when you hear stuff like that, because it's similar to all of my own business and family business in the past. So we started talking, and lo and behold, we ended up bringing in that car, which was the A8. It was quite hard to drive when I think about it retrospectively. We first run it at Junction 12 at the time, which has become Nemo Raceway, which we covered before. Great little circle of life that happened. Very first place that we ran on the Agama car was at our own track. Didn't know it was going to be our own track at the time, but that's how it's ended up being. And it was quite difficult to drive, but it was clearly very well engineered and very well made, and nothing broke on it, and it was very strong, and all those things that on an AFL platform I think are quite hard to get right. It had all of those right. And they were so receptive to any changes that we wanted to do to the car that it just felt like we can work with these people and move forward. Fundamentally, it needs to be actually manufactured correctly, and then past that, we can work on putting some speed in the car. And that's exactly what we did. So A8's a great car, hard to drive, in the hands of someone like yourself or Jerome, or even actually Darren Bloomfield. He was joined us at the very end of that product, just as we were going to get into the 215. And really liked it because it was so reactive and it had so much steering, and if you could hold on to it, it was exceptionally quick. And at the time, like Jerome was a bit younger, he could hold on to it, so we were already winning races in France with it, and then we just needed to work on it to make it so everybody else could use it. the mere mortals could actually get around with it. So I like the car, but it's not a patch on what we have now, in my opinion.
There we go. Enough said, really.
Yes.
I reckon you should try and get one, though. I want to see and have a go with one. It'd be cool.
We have one, a brand new one in a box somewhere.
But we don't want to use that. That's brand new.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll find a used one and try it. I'm sure you'd like it. Actually, it was very reactive,
like an old low C.
Yeah, because it was kind of styled on that, really. Ultimately, think of the offset on the pinion and all that sort of stuff. They were the second people to do that after Lossy and 8 scale. So we'll find one and we'll go do some retro racing with it.
Make a cool video.
I bet Chalky's probably still got one.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Well, let's just try that, and we can do it versus the A319, and it'll be cool. We'll do that.
That actually would be cool. Yeah.
Right. So, question 6, and it beautifully, seamlessly links to what we were just talking about, and I'm sure it's going to be quickly answered as well. Do you want to
quickly answered by me or by the people? I'm just looking at what your question 6 was. Ooh, okay.
So what we winning? I forgot.
We are going to win this is a good one. I think this can win a fuel gun, a Nemo fuel gun. That's a cool prize.
That is a very cool prize. Very cool. Just to add this in, James, whose birthday is tomorrow, if everyone can say happy birthday, James, that'd be wonderful.
Happy birthday, James.
He's asked me why I'm wearing his Christmas decorations because I've actually stolen it off the Christmas tree in his room.
It's a fair comment, really, isn't it? And a fair cop.
Yeah,
We'll get Jonesy in there. Get him arrested.
Yeah, that's it. Right. So, yes, question 6.
Yes. Do you want me to say it?
You can say it because I like it because relevant very much to you.
Okay. So, what year was Nemo Racing founded? In what year was Nemo Racing founded?
Go. Thanks for happy birthday, James messages, Claire and Yaz.
He's
and
cool
Sean
dude.
and Nobby. He's a little.
You've got 2 cool. Yeah, they've both got birthdays quite close to each other, haven't they?
Yeah. Well, Scott's the 5th, James 22nd. Obviously, mine is the 24th.
Yeah, busy
so
month.
Later this week, I'm another year older.
Happy another year older.
Yeah.
Still young, Leroy. Don't worry.
Oh, yes. So there's lots of guesses, I would say, and some very good ones.
Okay. Let me have a little look on the side. So the first ones I had coming in was Sean Berryman, Sean Smith, Gary Kirkwood. Gary Kirkwood was the first person correct, 2010. That's what I've got on my chat. Lots of 2010s after that, but the first one that I've seen on here is Gary.
Well done, Gary. Gary.
Right. Well done, Gary.
Gary's a dying name, isn't it?
Why?
There's
it's a cool name.
Yeah, but there's no kids being called Gary.
Why?
I don't know. No one likes it.
Gary's a good, solid English name.
Yeah, and I think that's why probably no one's calling it Gary anymore.
It will come back into. It will come back into fashion, right?
It will.
When everybody gets bored of calling people Pillow and McFly and Curtain or whatever.
Newbury High Street.
Exactly. I don't know. I mean, if it was, perhaps that actually should be how naming is done. It should be from where you're conceived. That would be a much better way, wouldn't it?
Well, that was the Beckham's way, wasn't it?
Off the side of the sofa.
Yeah. Well, it's weird because we called my boy Scott because my middle name's Scott. There's no one else in his school or friend group or anything called Scott. You think that's such a stable, normal name, Scott?
Yeah, I'm quite surprised at that.
Yeah. He's like just man. What's your name? Scott. Never heard of it. Although he does think he owns Scotland.
Well, why not?
It's his land.
Exactly. If he could kick out that silly cow that runs it, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
On to the question.
So no, but firstly, please tell us about 2010. You've obviously told us a bit about it, so you don't have to go about it too much. But
yeah, 2010. That kind of all happened then, really. And
I remember you turning up in a horse box and Newlam in.
Yes. Well, I think the first one before that was the last national of the year. So I'd been factory for X-ray. I think it was X-ray. Yeah, it was. And the opportunity to come up to be able to do Agama, and at the time Greg Hill was a good friend of mine that ran RC Disco, the distributors of X-Ray. That's still the distributors of X-Ray. In fact, he now owns that, which is quite cool. And I'd said to him, look, I've got an opportunity coming up. I'd like to pursue it. I'd gone to X-Ray in the first place because I'd left Lossy because I didn't want to commit to doing lots of races and all that other pro stuff. So they were really understanding, to be fair, with that, and he released us early to go and run that car, and so we did. Bought one, had one come across, built it up, run it at Junction 12 on the Saturday because obviously the nationals back then were only a one-day thing. We ran it on the Saturday. I think little Barton was with me as well, actually. Mr. Barton, he was testing his Lossy at the time, and I could get entry into Junction 12 because Les, the chap that used to run that club, was always helpful in letting us go and test there. So we went and ran it to make sure that we weren't going to look like complete idiots when we go to the national, if that's what we're going to do. And it seemed decent, so we did. We ran it on the Sunday at the Slough, and I think we discussed that not that long ago. And it started off well. I think I broke it in the warm up to the A main, but we'd done really well with it. I think I'd had a second or a third in the last round behind Elliot and stuff. It was good. So it was enough that it was looking good. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
That was 2010.
History.
Yeah, the rest is history. Exactly.
There's
On to
there's
the
a
next.
lot of people questioning the start of Nemo, by the way.
Is there really?
There is. One Luke says the website says 2011.
Does it?
And Leon says company house says 2005.
That's because it was the Mama company. So
Right.
yeah, Nemo Racing wasn't around then. The umbrella company was trading back then.
There you go. Right, so we move on to
because the Nemo actually starts from a car wash. That's where the name originally comes from. So Nemo Wash was yes, exactly. Because we were a car wash, we were a hand car wash that worked at a shopping centre. That's actually how it came about. That was the main business that built into all sorts of other things around that shopping centre. And when we chose to branch into RC as a business, I wanted to actually just keep it incumbent with the current business, one set of accounts and all that sort of stuff. So hence the Nemo Racing brand. But it was 2010 that the Nemo Racing brand came in.
There you go. And now it's a legendary name.
September. So we've had our 10-year anniversary. That's kind of just
flown by.
Yeah, well, it's gone by the wayside, really, with like the rest of this year.
I still don't think 2020 has even started.
And it's at the end. How's that even happened?
It's not. I don't even believe it's a year.
Okay with that.
Let's just ignore that ever happened. Right. Yeah. So let's jump on to question 7. And this is going to be a tough one. I think that it's going to have to someone with a super answer. So what's the prize first for question 7?
It's a good question, is it? I can't remember now. Let me have a little look. What's question number 7? Yeah, I think that's going to be a difficult one. So let's go with an LMR 1/8 scale, just released FT body.
And this is not just for the Agama guys that are online. This does fit a lot of cars. Mr. Clancy took one off us last week because it fit his RC8 very well, and he loved the way it looked. And that means it will probably fit a Mugen. It will fit a Hot Body.
I was going to say you beat me to it.
Yeah, so it's going to fit a range of cars, and of course, as most of you are Agama drivers, or it will fit your car perfectly.
Yes.
So it's going to be a tough one, and you're going to have to kind of work off other people's answers to get your answer, because I want both of your answers on the same comment. Otherwise, it's too hard to kind of work out. So, what was mine and John's first RC car? So, our first car, what was it?
I think we should give them a clue. They were both Tamiya.
They were both Tamiya. The same with anyone that kind of raced or started racing 10 years ago and before. Now everyone's first car is probably like an Armour or something similar. But yes, Tamiya, and go. I mean, oh god, now my dog's trying to steal me tinsel. Hello, buddy. A Tamiya frog is not it. So there's a few people with
yeah, got it right on Avanti. Leon's got it right on Avanti.
But that's only one side of it. We need both together.
So we know Avanti's right. So let's help the crowd here a little bit. So Avanti and something else.
It's right for one of us, but they need to choose which one of us it's right for.
That's mean.
Oh mate, you got to get them to try. Avanti and a Rough Rider, Avanti and a Holiday Buggy, no. Avanti and a Grasshopper, no.
The thing is, one of them is so shit in comparison.
One of them they might never get.
Yeah, exactly. We could actually be here into 2021.
Oh, I don't know though, because I reckon someone's got the other one. It's whether they put it together.
Oh, and Glaz is saying, does FT mean Ford truck? Yes, it does. In Glasbrook, it means Ford truck.
That dog looks like your new truck.
Yeah.
I wish I was as drunk as Glazer is.
That's John. That's John without anything. That's just
I know. Yeah. It's just like endorphins, wine.
I can't wait. Can't wait to get back racing with Mr. Glazer.
So there's lots of Avantis, which is great. Well done, guys. That's one of them. You just need to put it with another one. And someone has said the other one.
Oof. Well, it's not a grasshopper.
It's not a grasshopper. It's not a boomerang. It's not a Tommy Intruder.
Or a Blackfoot. I've got a Blackfoot, but that isn't what it was.
Oh, I might have a winner on my page. Let's see if you pick it up.
Okay, hang on. There's a lot coming in for this one, so
you have to decrypt it because the word's won.
Okay.
I got so excited I forgot the space bar.
Oh, Barry Williams is online. Nice to see you online, mate. Okay. I'm looking. Oof, that was close for Martin Walters.
That's right, though, isn't it?
Where am I? There might be two Martin Walters. Yeah. No, I've got a lunchbox on the end of the wrong one.
Oh no, yeah. Go down the page. I'm
going. I'm in the wrong postcode. Super Save and Avanti. Martin Walters, you are the winner.
Although,
look at that.
Please, just hold 2 seconds. He has to tell us who's who. So, Martin, you do have a chance to win, but you now have to tell us who is who. Just give it a few minutes to catch up and let him message.
And Mr. Walters, if you're not a customer on Nemo of ours, we need some way of getting your contact info to make this happen.
Just make an order and then
yeah. Just log on to Nemo.com, make a login with us, and I'll see it on the back end, and that's fine. I can contact you.
Yeah. Still waiting for Martin's follow-up to this. I reckon he's that nervous about answering it now.
I think we should just give the man a prize.
Yeah, probably.
I think you're being mean.
All right, give him the prize.
You're being rude.
Give him the prize. So, John, what was your first car?
It was an Avanti. No, it was not. It was a Super Saver. I wished it was an Avanti, but it was a Super Saver.
And mine was an Avanti.
Yes, you were up there, and I was down there.
But I didn't know it at the time because I think we'd spoke about it on a show before. But there's a lot more people watching, so I went to the track for the first time and I saw it and I took my dad and he was like, okay, cool, we'll get you into that. And looked into free ads as it was back then. But all you youngsters out there was just a book where people put stuff for sale and then you had to ring their house and hope they still had it when the book came out. So
yeah,
looked through it, found someone, and they had a Tamiya monster truck. I don't know which one it was, and an Avanti. And my dad bought it. Just thought, yeah, we'll start racing with that. Went to the club, which was Newbury RC Club at the time. It was run by a good friend's dad. And we ran it the one night, and then he said, you're not allowed to use that again because it's got too many metal parts and you could injure someone, especially as probably my driving was a little bit less good to what it is today. And so that was my first car. So I used it in one race before I was told I wasn't allowed to use it. And then I had to go and buy a Schumacher Cat 2000, which obviously I was very happy about. But yeah, that was the end of the Avanti.
I don't know how mine came about really, but it came about as a Christmas present actually. So that's pretty cool. Just they were happy days thinking back of opening those boxes and stuff. And we've discussed it before again on this stuff, like lots of things. To open that Tamiya box and you had the bits kind of presented to you on the top, the main
blister pack,
funky bit. Yeah, the blister pack. It was just so cool. Yeah, and it started a lifelong love of RC, I suppose. So massive thank you to Tamiya for me on that, I guess.
Yeah, I've still got, because obviously I collect cars that I've had and mean something to me. I don't have a Schumacher Cat 2000 yet, so if anyone's selling one, please let me know.
There's got to be some, isn't there?
Yeah, an EC model. I remember it very well. I remember the box, everything. Mad.
I reckon we're on to question number 8.
And Tony Abdoka remembers it all like it was yesterday because he ran the Hampshire Club, which was our local outdoor club in Basingstoke, just down the road. And that's where I started my outdoor career. And so Tone was at that Newbury Club at the time, I think, where I got told I wasn't allowed to use the Avanti anymore. He probably told me Dad to go to Apex Models and buy stuff. Remember Apex?
Yeah, I do. I was talking about Apex with somebody in the week randomly that had come that I'd not seen forever and a day, and said, "Oh, I used to buy my stuff from Apex."
Oh, mate, it was the best
As
place
many
ever
did.
to go.
Many did. Yeah, it was. It was good. Very good.
As a kid, it was just like you walk in, there's stuff on the wall, and there was cars. I remember it now. You walk up a little step on the right hand side, they had like HPI RTRs, which you'd always like play with, and there was kits along. Oh man, it was awesome. Really, really awesome.
It was good. Right, question number 8. I think we're up to, and
Yes.
this is going to be for a Bullet B100 battery. There we go. The best battery to power your 8 scale car.
It is lithium ion, not lithium polymer. It's much more stable, and you're not be scared to keep it wherever you want. So yes,
And
let's
very
move straight on. It's a name that track. We should have some music now.
I'm going to try. Got a barrel rolling person past me. I'm going to try and throw this up. Let's see how this goes.
So we're throwing a
hopefully
picture
in a few seconds. Exactly.
So you got to name that track. The first person to name it, it will be difficult because it's not just a picture of a track; it's a picture of a piece of track. I'm imagining.
It is a picture of a piece of track, just because.
And if you can name it,
it's a lovely picture because in the distance you can see some fantastic banners that the track guys put up for us. So there's a beta one and an Agama one and a Bullet one, and somewhere very close.
You made that too easy.
Oh no! Is it that easy? It is. No. It's all coming through.
It's very easy. I mean, the picture I sent you was just like a piece of the straight. You
made it was. But even I didn't know what was going on. It just looked like Mikey Shorey was putting a car down. Where did you even have that picture from?
Google.
I was going to say.
But okay, so a lot of people got it right.
They did. In fact, pretty much unilaterally, everyone's getting it right. The first person that I have on my chat that's got that right is Barry. Barry Carolan?
Yeah, Barry is the first on mine as well.
There we go. So, Barry, if you haven't already, get onto nemoracing.com, make a login, and I will see that on the back end, which will give me your contact details or address on how much info you want to put on there, and we can get you a Bullet battery. Congratulations.
And, I'm putting out there, I just saw Tim Simpson post a message on our Facebook group. Tim, or can anyone in our group tell Tim he's not watching, and we're upset that he's not watching?
Maybe he is. Maybe he's a secret watcher.
Yeah, maybe. So yeah, well, that's everyone. Clanfield, great little track itself.
Absolutely. It's actually one of my favourites, to be fair. Always had great times at Clanfield. Personally, for me, when I was racing, we had a bit of a thing going at one point. I'd won every national at Clanfield for 4 or 5 years in a row or something crazy like that. It was just one of those tracks that I really gelled with. Always had. Tony was one of the first people that did like a 3D track in the UK. So we had like 3A Raceways, as we've discussed before.
Yeah.
And then Tony came up with something that was just interesting. It had like bank curves and big jumps, and it dipped up and down, and it rewarded if you went and spent 10 minutes trying to work it out, because it was quite difficult in perceptions, as it always is when you have multiple levels on things. And we did. He was always super helpful for us to go and test there. So we used to make a bit of an effort, and that was borne out in results, as it often is. So yeah, one of the places I love, even now when we go down there, even to a small club race, and you've come with us, Leroy, as well, to some of these, and there can be 30 or 40 people in a field, but we still always have a fantastic day. Come what may at Clanfield, it's a great place to go and have a go with an RC car. That's what I think.
So do you know why Clanfield's relevant to me right now for this mess? And you know what? I've only thought about this after I actually put the picture up. So I would say I'm intelligent by putting it up, but I'm not.
Well, at least you're honest. Go on then.
So Clanfield's the first ever place I tried an Agama car.
Is it really?
Yeah. So when I was driving through Infinity, obviously I had a choice of cars, and we were there. Darren was still with you, and I asked for a go on it was your car because you had a steer wheel.
That's right. After the race. Yeah. Now I remember. Yeah.
I took an S-Works down there to use, and then wanted to go with your car after. So that's my first ever time turning a lap.
What did you think to that? I can't remember what you said now.
It had great corner speed, slightly understeered on the way in, but rotated well.
Yeah, so that was the 215, and that probably sums that car up really, which is why it was so popular. It was an easy car to drive as well.
Yeah, I think if you make initial steering kind of easy, anyone can kind of get on with it. But coming from temp scale, you really miss that initial kind of bite into a turn that allows you to then control the rest of the corner. But I mean, it was very easy to drive and went through the bumps good. And you had a set of free rides on, which, as you know, were my favourite tyre.
Yeah, they're still my favourite tyre.
Without ever using them, I was like, I want that tyre because I can see how it drives. I'm just not allowed to use it.
Yeah, it was cool to hear that when you said, when we first started doing some proper stuff together. It was cool to hear that because it was a eureka tyre for us. We just throw that on anywhere and go, well, if you're good enough, you win nationals with it, which is cool.
As I said, I tried to get Proline to copy it, but they didn't.
They're lost.
Yeah, 100%. And we made a pretty cool free ride tyre that someone ripped off us, remember?
Yeah, I do very, very well. It was your design. There was not much we in that one. It was your design, and it looked fantastic to me. It was a combination of the two treads that we already have.
And it was
I'm sure that would be a tyre to end most tyres, to be fair. But it got ripped off by the people that we were trying to work with, so that's disappointing.
And
never mind.
Just fell on deaf ears, and we'll probably never even see it again. So
forgot about.
We're moving on. There's another picture. This time it's more for you than it is for me. I hope it's not as easy as the last one.
No. Well, maybe. This is going to be we're sticking on the bullet theme. And yeah, I mean, it fits in pretty much any engine. So this is for a Bullet P3 gold glow plug. So once it's done, you can put it on your pendant and carry a bit of gold around with you, and a bit of platinum as well, because the wire's platinum, so it doesn't get more gangster than that.
Yeah, you can weigh it in.
You can weigh it in at your local cash converter. Okay, so the question was and is: name this car. Name this car that's about to jump up on your screen now. What is that car? Go.
Bum, 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 ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. I don't know why I'm doing Mario. That is Mario, isn't it? Yep, it is.
Mario Kart.
How much wine have you drunk?
A bit.
Yeah.
How much wine have you
drunk? Oh, so we got some. The picture's obviously up, and we're getting messages. So, guys, we don't just need a brand; we need a brand and a edition. Brand and edition.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to answer it quite well, John. But you can check in the comments. I think I know what it is.
I've seen one come in already.
Really?
On the side. I think it's possibly had some help from Farther.
It's a Farther.
Farsha. Who's your Farsha? Okay, so there was lots of correct answers. The first one that I've got as to actually what it is Elise Brunston. And that is a Thunder Tiger EB4 S3.
Oh, really? Because Elise on my one does not say EB4.
Well, that is true, but you're being massively mean. She's got the S3 right.
See, I was just going for Thunder Tiger EB4, so I was even slightly out. But if you want to just give these prizes away, whatever.
EB4 S3 that is correct. It is correct. At least I'm not sure what you're going to do with a bullet glow plug, but yeah. Saves us giving one to Dad, I suppose.
Weigh it in.
Weigh it in, yeah. We want to see that down cash converters on Thursday, which is Christmas Day.
There's A4 metal recycling down the road. I know it. Oh, look at the wheels, John. Yes.
They were fast. They were fast back in the day. Don't diss those wheels. They made things happen.
Did you decide to give up with the orange when it comes to the wing?
They didn't do an orange wing.
Disappointing.
Yeah, I know. They didn't even do orange wheels to start with. We had to get those bits done as well because we were quite into orange back in the day. Well, we're still into orange now, really. Just through Libra. Although I think my next colours are going to go back to some orange because I'm missing it. I'm missing the orange.
Yeah, you're not quite the same, mate. I've got to be honest.
No. Well, I just
NR to orange.
I felt like I was driving so shit that I didn't want to use my colours, but I feel like I can drive all right again now. So I'm going to have a bit of orange back on.
So first of all, we don't see spoke wheels anymore.
We don't see spoke wheels anymore. And do you know what I used to love about spoke wheels? And you can
see
do
it
it
when
on
you
the
brake.
Yeah, you can do it on the dishes, but it looks pony
Yeah.
and very French if you're going to put a great big line through it. Is that you can actually see that the wheels are locking up, and that was a I think that's a helpful thing. You can actually see your balance.
Yeah.
So yeah. Back in the day, dish wheels were not a thing. They were all spoke, and that was probably about the crossover time where dish wheels were quite trendy if you were a pro line driver, but everybody else was still on a spike wheel, and so we were on a spike wheel.
In theory, though, it's
That
pretty
car
weird that we use dish wheels
I would agree.
because it's extra weight for no real apparent reason, apart from the fact they look better.
It's fashion. That's what it is.
Yeah.
We all go on about weight saving and all this and all that, and then something that's at the very end that's rotating, we make heavier. And then if you're AKA, you put a stiffener in it to make it even heavier again. So
yeah, it's very strange. Bring back the spoke.
Well, maybe we should. Perhaps we should try that and go some retro racing and see what the difference is. But that car, the TTR S3, was awesome.
Yeah.
In the end, when we took away the extruded chassis and made it flex and stuff, we won a lot of nationals with that. So I wish I still had one now. I know Digger Alan Bridgman's got one. He raced one at one of our last races.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you remember. He bought one and restored it and everything else. But yeah, missed that car. It was a cool car.
Yeah, he should donate that to you, really, and put some orange wheels on
it. And get rid of the green.
The green was horrendous.
Get rid of the green.
I like the fact the front, because obviously Thunder Tiger own Associated. I don't know if many people know that.
Yes.
I like the front was stealth style suspension. So the suspension's on the back of the shock tower, which was an Associated thing back in the day, which was called stealth. So
very cool.
I like that fact. Yeah.
If you look closely on that picture, you can see we used to have to double up the front shock tower because the standard one used to bend, and then they did a lovely red anodized optional one that used to break. But if you put the two together, it was away.
I thought you were just being uber cool with the first diamond cut edge.
No. Well, I think it might have had that on there. No, it didn't. I don't think that was literally the standard shock tower was on there in. As well as the optional one, we made it so you could run both of them.
Oh, see, that's pretty cool. You created the diamond cut edge.
We did a few things with that, and that was the first car that I made a Euros A final with. We went to the warm up at Reims, and I think we finished 5th or 4th or somewhere very high up there. And then come the main event, we made it into the main as well. So that was my first Euros A car. Very poo, like 9th or 10th, something like that. I think we discussed it before Medial Pro came before the race, and we were adamant we needed to change onto a different tyre or a different compound. I can't 100% remember. Deli would remember very well. And I wasn't massively keen to do it because it just felt fantastic. And in the semi, it felt like I could, have a good go at it. Anyway, we listened to them because they're the manufacturer of the tyre that we were supported to use. And it was absolutely poo in the final. In fact, after about 4 minutes, I came in and we changed tyres because you remember the Reims with the chalk.
Oh yeah.
If your tyre doesn't work, you are like 3 or 4 seconds off. We had absolutely nothing. So we'd gone from looking like we could figure at the sharp end to being absolutely nowhere at the back. So I came in and changed tyres just because it was, I thought if we're going to do this for 40 minutes, 45 minutes, it's going to get quite boring. So we came in and changed tyres and went about 4 seconds a lap quicker. Oh, that was nice.
That was the Euros. It would have been the time. Tortorici won because he put slicks on. Am I right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, he actually started that race. He'd kept that in his pocket. He hadn't really shown that that's what was going to happen. He'd obviously been there before and tested and knew what he was doing with it. And we sort of lined up to put the cars. You do the parade and all that sort of rubbish before the start of the final. Not rubbish, but all that sort of stuff before the start of the final. And his car was there for the photos with like no tread on it. We were like, uh-oh, that's a bad sign because he probably knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Because he'd already won like 2 Euros, I think, at that point. And he just demolished everybody from my memory. Just made it look easy.
I mean, that track with slicks it was awesome. Because when I did the warm up there, that 2013 warm up, I finished 4th. That's why I was seeing where you finished in the race, because it could have been interesting if it was the same place. But yeah, and then in the race it actually dried out quite a lot, so we couldn't actually use slicks. Yeah, they were so good there.
They were so good there, and we were not prepared for that whatsoever. But you know, at the end of the day, it was the first Euros A final, so happy memories.
That's it. So my next question, just before the big one, so it's the last one before the big one, but the answer I got, I haven't actually added the numbers together. Have you done it? I can't.
No, because I thought you did it. Okay,
Sorry.
so let me have a little look. So this is going to be the okay, it's going to be that one, and you sent me that via Pigeon. Let me have a look.
Pigeon, yeah. iMessage Pigeon, iPigeon.
iPigeon is here.
So if you we could even just take the driving one. Let's just take the driving one. So we just need a number. We ain't got to add anything.
Okay. Well, so we've got that. So roll the question then, Leroy. I've got the answer in front.
We need a prize first, bud.
So the prize is going to be on my list of prizes. It's going to be a Nemo pit mat, a Nemo washable pit mat. Another good prize. There's a cool prize, 30 quid prize. Very good.
Yeah, they are awesome. They are the nicest pit mat going. It's like a bar mat, basically, which you can have on your pit table. You can put it in the wash, and it looks like brand new, even after like 3 years of using it. If you chuck it in the washing machine, so absolutely awesome. And with this one, I think we should have a time on it, because I don't think anyone's going to get the perfect answer.
Okay.
So I'm going to put a 2-minute timer on, and then the closest wins.
Okay.
2 minutes? Well, 1 minute would be all right, wouldn't it?
Yeah, 1 minute will be fine. Let's do it.
I was just trying to deal for delays and stuff. I'll say 1 minute 30 on mine, but it'll probably be 1 minute on everyone else's. So I'm going to start it now. So how many active members does the BRCA have? And this is just for racing, not memberships for marshals or whatever. Just active racing memberships does the BRCA have in 2020? Go. Closest number wins. So in a few minutes, we'll see him fly in. And hopefully some people are pretty close. Michael Shorey, if that's your guess, I'm very disappointed.
Just wanted to show you how busy Teddy is researching this.
Oh. At least he's not in my chair.
No. I think he only uses that when we're out.
Yeah.
Chair.
So the comments are flying in thick and fast over on my side.
Oh yeah, they are.
Some people are way away.
There's some quite close ones. That's very good to see so many flying in, though.
Yeah, there is.
I like it.
But there is some very good ones.
Sure, 9. Mikey, I think you're on the wrong quiz, mate.
Yeah. If you keep watching for another hour, we'll move into that quiz.
Exactly. So far down my list.
So we're up to a minute. We're up to a minute. So go from where you are.
Okay. So at the moment, I'm seeing Winston's going to be the closest. There's a lot to verify here.
There is quite a lot going
on. No. So now we've got a new. I've got a new closest here.
What's the number? Tell us the number.
John Highton at 7,498. The actual number is 7,027.
So 7,000.
Oh, Leon has spunked up in the last minute.
Yeah, so 7,000.
There, 69. Look at that. There's a lot of 69s going on. There's some frustrated RC racers that can't get out and race their cars.
Definitely, mate. 100%.
God. Okay. All right.
So Leon would be the
100 billion users. Very good, Quake. I like it. I'm pretty sure Leon's going to. He's going to be the one, mate.
Leon.
7,000 guess. Oh, yeah. That was. We called the minute, didn't we? Because Luke Hobson's guessed 7,028, but I think that is past the time where we'd said let's call it.
Yeah, and Jonesy Cram guessed 7,027. At the same time, Roscoe guessed 7,027.
You called it. And said that's it.
Yeah, I call it Leon wins.
It's a pit mat.
I mean, he is my pit man, so he can win a pit mat.
Congratulations. No excuse for stuff not to look good.
Tim Simpson says he was summoned to assist with gift wrapping, and that is no excuse. You can have it on while you're gift wrapping.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely not. That's no excuse. We don't like that.
So Leon said, please donate my mat to Luke Hobson.
That's very kind. Done.
There you go. Luke, you're the winner.
So Luke, again, if you're not registered, get on to nemoracing.com. Just make a simple registration on there so that we've got a way of contacting you, and then I can get some delivery details. We'll get it out to you.
There you go. Well done, Luke / Leon.
Yeah, very good, very good. So this must bring us to the final question.
So we are at the final question of the quiz, and we've been going for almost an hour and a half, so we're doing well.
Wow. And we've still got about 100 people watching, which is fantastic. So thank you for sticking with it. And yeah, you're into the main prize now. This is the juicy bit. So originally, my little head, I'd thought if we could have got ourselves to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, then we would make a great prize. Like we said at the beginning of that, by the time we'd got online, that had already happened. So the big prize was locked in from the beginning. So for the final question, and you're going to win an Agama A319 Nitro kit. It doesn't get any better than that for us. As a big happy Christmas, and thank you for supporting us and all that other stuff, all that other good stuff for a weird year of 2020, and can't wait to get into 2021. That's a cool prize. We'll help you if you've got any questions with the build of it. Leroy can throw in a setup as well for it. And then once it's built, you're welcome to come down to Nemo Raceway, and we'll make sure you're going to enjoy your car to its max. So, Leroy, take it away for the big question finale.
Wow, so we're going to take it away for the big question. So first of all, I will say is, can everyone hit a thumbs up? Everyone subscribe who hasn't, because everyone's on the side going, yeah, cool, awesome, wicked. So, thank you very much for being a part of our quiz. Really, it's been awesome. And
following us this year as well. At the end of the day, we all know you've got better things to be doing on a Monday night than watching us two fools jabber on, but we really do appreciate the fact that you're here and sharing it with us. So big thank you.
Yeah, exactly. And we wish we could do one on Christmas Day, but everyone's probably a bit too preoccupied.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we could come on after the Queen, maybe. Is that on Christmas Day?
Yeah. We could definitely come on after the Queen and Boris.
Good Lord.
So, right. Again, we're going to have a number one where it's going to be guess a number. I'm going to give you a time, although this time it's going to be 2 minutes. I'm going to give everyone a bit more of a chance. So here we go. We go straight into it, yeah?
I think we should. Yeah, I think we should just go straight into it. Let's do it.
So, in total, how many racing laps have been raced around Nemo Raceway? Go. How many racing laps have been raced around Nemo Raceway in 2020? The closest answer wins.
In our 6 races, no practice.
In our 6, that's racing laps, not practice laps, racing laps. So please go, everyone. Get as close as you can. You haven't got time to do the research and do the maths. Trust me, I've tried. So please just whack a number in. Winner takes all. And you can win yourself an amazing Agama A319 donated by Nemo Racing.
Have you started the stopwatch?
Yeah.
Good.
Sponsored by Louis 16 watches.
Look at that.
There you go. Carbon fiber watches available from the Royal Watch Company.
I was going to say to you last week when you said oh, my watch must be slow, and I thought, no, I won't do it. You remember we were online a little bit late,
yeah. Yeah, we won't do that. But yeah, beautiful carbon fiber watches. So yeah,
how are we doing?
Flying in, absolutely flying in.
So you're going to have to say when we say stop, and there might be a little bit of crossover.
Oh mate, I'm going to have to talk some absolute gibberish while you're searching for a number here. But no, we still got a good minute to go before this.
Lord. Okay, keep those guesses going. You can have more than one guess as well.
Yeah, man, just fire in the numbers. I hope one of you wins. I hope it's someone that deserves it.
Someone's got to win. Yeah, someone's got to win. If it's one of our team drivers, they get thrown out straight away because it's got to be to somebody that we can try and bring into the bosom of Nemo.
Yeah, although a little harsh.
While you're, I can pack for a moment the time. Well, how long have we got left?
About 30 seconds.
That'll do. It only needs that. I prepared my own closet feature today, and this was my championship winning. It's about the only thing that I actually do have. My championship winning Kyosho 777 from 2004.
Why didn't you bring that out earlier?
Well, I looked at it down there, and I don't know. There was lots going on.
It's way better than my stupid truck.
This was given back to me as a gift by Mike Craddock himself. I had to give all my stuff back when I left the team to move on to Thunder Tiger stuff as well. And a few years later, Mikey Boy gave it back to me. So here it is. One day we'll make it work.
Orange wheels.
3.5 models. Look at that. Boom. Orange wheels. Orange wing.
Love it.
Happy memory. And it's also when my daughter was born as well. So that was a good year, 2004.
Yeah, that was definitely a good year. So I'm going to call time. I'm going to call time.
You're going to call time. Okay, let's call time at 57.
So give it 10 seconds because no one knows I'm there yet.
Yes.
It's got to catch
57
up.
is now. So anything with a timestamp of 57 is excluded. There we go. That makes it easier for me. So Charlie Luck and Barry Abbott and Jonesy Cram, you're out. We're into 21:57. So now I've got a very, very long way to stroll up here.
Oh, mate, it's going to be a while, I can tell.
Time to put. Oh my god. Okay, well this is cool. It's good to see some interaction. So the correct answer was. I'm just going to bring it up. 21,442 laps. 21,442. So I'm going to start scrolling frantically. Okay, let's get something that's somewhere near close to start with. So Sarah Campbell's the closest I've come to so far at 32,000. Okay,
I'm going to write it down as we go.
Tom's RC Blah was 23,455.
23,455, yeah.
That's going to be a good marker. That. So let me keep scrolling.
What was the actual total? 21,442.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, 21,500 by Neil Thompson. I would be gobsmacked if that gets beaten.
Oh, 21,500, mate. He's only
21,500.
68 away. No?
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. That
No?
Ben Kennett was close, 26,000. Lee Talbot, 27,000. That was close to. Okay, keep going. Oh, I don't want to make a mistake. Pressure's on.
Pressure's on. The heat is on.
Good song.
So Nobby Lemoyne on mine.
Ben Kennett's my favourite one so far, which was 2R2323.
2R2323.
Yes, that's the R. It's the sort of thing that I do. Yayan, 23,000. That was close.
Yeah, Nobby Lemoyne says 22,000. He was close, but no cigar in front of our man Neil.
Okay, we're getting there. We're getting somewhere near it now. I don't think that's going to get beaten. Let's just keep going for a second.
Yeah, it says 20K. Oh,
24,855.
Dave Blakely, if you'd have added a number to your score, you would have been very, very close, but you didn't. 2,123. I was all excited for a split second, but then realised there wasn't another number on it.
Jonesy 27. That's the thing without that hyphen in there. It's quite hard to work them out.
Yeah.
27.6 by Claire. That was a good effort.
Nanette was 22,000. She really wanted 319 for Will.
For Nanette, I think we should have Nanette on the team. We're not worried about the rest of them. We miss our mum.
Yeah, that's it.
The rest of them we'll just wave to every now and then, but we miss Nanette the most.
Yeah. Oh, I've got one here.
What you got?
Craig Homer, 21,400.
You are kidding me.
No, I'm not kidding you. Which means he's closer than our man Neil.
But what was the time on that?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't see the time on mine.
Rolling. Oh God, I don't like the pressure of this shit. I didn't think we'd have this many answers down the side to try and scroll through.
So Craig is 21,400.
I've got a feeling that Craig, because I haven't got to Craig. I think that's going to be after. What did we call the shot off as at 57?
57 we called it.
Okay.
Craig
I've got 7,056. Okay. Sorry, everybody, having to look at me trying to work.
I reckon Craig was well
I
in.
put my work face on.
A long way down. I started from the other end. I started from the top and started downwards.
Leon, I'll donate my kit.
To me, I need. Well, I've got a new one, but I need another one.
I need a Wii. I might actually pee myself live on YouTube while trying to work out.
Mate, do it. We'll get more views.
Going backwards. The thing's going backwards now for me on 2155. What the hell? Johnny Roberts, I love you. I love you too, mate. If that's aimed at me, it might be aimed at Leroy. I was very presumptuous there.
I love you too.
Okay. I think what it did is it reloaded some of it, which is very nice. So I'm trying to find the time of Craig's.
Okay.
If that's going to help me. Because I am scrolling like crazy.
Have you found him yet?
They're still popping on the side. I don't know why. It's just trying to jest with me. Like literally, it's still throwing in. I don't know whether there were so many coming in that it couldn't, but they are all time stamped, which is fine. But we're back to 2155 now, and they're still loading up down the side.
So who are you looking at?
Well, it's I've got an ever changing. If I could show you my screen, I would, but it's ever changing at the moment.
Leon just sent me a picture message, which I can't see because I'm on my phone, with an image, and he said, "Oi," like I've missed something.
It's still loading up on the side. I think there's so many comments coming in that it's, I'm back to 55 now. It's still loading them up.
And now Leon just tried to ring me. That might be why I cut out for 2 seconds.
Yeah, we've got a black screen. You're back.
Yeah, Leon was ringing me. He's that keen.
So Leon at 54, I had as a okay. This has just gone completely delally on me. So, if we could ask, if at all possible, to not send in any more suggestions, so that the chat could stop updating itself. It's updating like every 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's gone mad. It's gone mad. I mean, I'm loving it. I'm loving the fact it's gone mad.
I'd just like it to stop for a second so I can.
So Craig says someone was 2156, and I'm getting this message.
As in, that's the time. So I think it's going to be Craig.
Right.
Because we called it anyone from 57 on. We'd already done because we needed to have a timestamp on it. Timestamps on the side.
Yeah. So Craig, I guess, is the winner if everyone agrees with that.
I think that's going to be the case. And his guess was so accurate as well.
And Leon, please message on the YouTube or there, because I can read it. Are you telling me that Craig's the winner, or are you telling me that you've got something special in the book?
Okay, right. It's stopped updating for me now, but I have literally about 500 to try and work with. So I think it's going to be Craig, because he was. We've got multiple people saying he was in at 9:56. I'm sure we said the cutoff was 9:57. So we will review it. We will do a Donald Trump on it and make sure there was no fixed voting going on. But I reckon from my side, Mr. Homer, you've just won a 319. Happy Christmas.
Well done, mate. Merry Christmas to you. My dog's barking at me now.
If we've made a mistake, Leroy will send the person that we made a mistake to.
Okay, Leon said Craig wins. Everyone's saying well done, Craig. So Craig is our winner, and that's it.
Awesome. Well, there you go, mate. Happy Christmas. You've won yourself an A319. Get it built up, and we will get you facing the right way, bring it up, Nemo, and we'll spend half a day with you, and hopefully you're going to really enjoy it.
Yeah, man. I mean, obviously with your free kit comes a day at Nemo Raceway for you. You can come along, enjoy it, and we'll give you every bit of ounce of help we can to get you on your way. Including
what red wine you should be drinking.
Which apparently is a Trevento Merlot.
Exactly. We need to buy more of them because we both run out. No good.
Yeah, I know.
Well, mate, I reckon we're over an hour and a half, so we should probably give a big, massive Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and let's all hope that we have a fantastic 21 to everybody that's watching. And yeah, just a big thank you for supported Nemo in any shape, way, or form, whether that's through running products or the track with Nemo Raceway. Stay safe. Have a fantastic Christmas with your family. Enjoy it. Cherish the ones around you, and hopefully we're going to be out racing in 21. Leroy, you take it away.
Yeah, so thank you, everyone. We really appreciate the help you give us, or the support you give us through the year. Watching our shows, all of that stuff just makes us feel wholesome and lovely. So thank you very much. We appreciate it. We are Nemo Racing, and we will be bringing you absolutely all the support we can moving into 2021. I'm sure we'll have another show next week. So this isn't the New Year's show. This is the Christmas show.
Yes.
Yeah. So I hope you've enjoyed the Christmas show. Well done to our winners. Thank you for being a part of it, because it's been awesome just to speak to you all again, because we'd love to speak to you at the races, but obviously 100%. So yeah, hope everyone has a fantastic Christmas.
We can discuss everybody's best Christmas presents, can't we? On the
Christmas presents, and we can do shots online for New Year's.
Okay. Is that going to be next? That's going to be the next one.
So what's the date? Monday next week?
It is going to be the 28th.
28th. Okay. So that gives us some time, but we will we'll for sure get some drinks together, and we hope you can all enjoy drinks with us. This is a bit of fun, and we hope you'll poured a glass with us and enjoyed it and had a good time, and maybe won some prizes. So.
Perfect. Merry Christmas, everybody. We'll see you very, very soon.
Take care.